To be or not to be a ghoul, that is the question. Everything about becoming ghouls in Fallout 76. Fans have been asking us to play as ghouls for a long time, says Bill Lacoste, head of production for Fallout 76. After a while we were ready to seriously consider the idea of controlling a ghoul in Fallout 76, and this was before that we knew there would be a Fallout series and that the ghoul would be so popular. Ghouls, humans mutated by radiation in a process known as necrophagization, which gives them a putrid appearance. Throughout the saga, we have met ghouls who are very loved by the public, such as Harold or Hancock. For the first time in the saga, in Fallout 76 we can transform our character into a ghoul. A leap of faith. To play as ghouls, we needed to create a coherent story to introduce this gameplay in Fallout 76. It was not enough to stick with the extras that you can get in the game to obtain ghoul abilities, Lacoste clarifies. So when the series came out, people asked for the ghoul in droves. The popularity of the character played by Walton Goggins increased interest in playing in the hanging skin of a ghoul. Starting at level 50, we will unlock Leap of Faith, a 30 to 40 minute mission in which we must respond to a distress call that we will receive through the radio. Upon meeting its author, we will discover Lehman Price, an injured man with a high radiation level. In the wasteland, a rumor has spread that there is a doctor capable of curing even the most irreversible states of nuclear poisoning, and we are going to check it out. Shortly afterward we discover, hidden in a cave, a group of ghouls who present themselves as the Revenants, led by the surly Kevin Asherton, also known as Asher. Along with him will be Dr. Parthenia Blankenship, an enthusiastic scientist who knows the drastic solution to Lehman's problem, becoming a ghoul. This disturbing invitation will also be extended to us, to be or not to be a ghoul? That is the question. Change an entire life, commit a social evil in exchange for savoring the sweetness of radiation? It can be an interesting experience that will transform both the gameplay and our relationships with the rest of Appalachia. With this, we will have a character practically different from his human past, with 30 cards of unique extras and a customization where we can mold our rotting face and body, skin tone, texture, and hairstyle. Of course, exposure to radiation will heal us and unlock new abilities. Once we exceed the threshold of the health bar, we will fill a green bar that will be known as glow, which will act as additional health and that we can use to perform special actions, where our attacks will be more forceful and our resistance to damage will be greater. Instead of a hunger and health meter, we will have a savagery meter. If we let it fill up, we can become feral, which will increase our melee damage, although it reduces our accuracy with ranged weapons. Radioactive life is the best life. At the role-playing level, introducing the ghoul as a playable character raised many doubts. Of course there are factions that are openly hostile, Lacoste explains. The Brotherhood of Steel will shoot any ghoul in sight, even if it was a denizen they already knew. We had to balance it out somehow, because some players would not go on certain missions with companions if ghouls were frowned upon, so we decided to implement the disguise mechanic. Similar to the costumes that we have seen in other installments of the saga such as Fallout 2, New Vegas or Fallout 4, we can dress our ghoul to make him look like an ordinary human. If we visit JVO, she will grant us clothing that will hide our face and skin. Thus, we can interact peacefully with other hostile factions, and even complete missions with them, such as the Brotherhood of Steel. It is worth remembering that, as ghouls, normal food will not have an effect on us and radiated food will benefit us. Likewise, we can opt for more controversial diets such as cannibalism, which we must carry out in secret so as not to be punished by certain factions that consider it an unnatural crime. On the other hand, our new life as ghouls will allow us greater sympathy from other factions, such as the Revenants themselves, who will be more receptive to us and will allow us to better understand their members and their history. We can also establish more trust with other characters like regular Debbie, who will tell us more details about the pit. On the other hand, the feral ghouls will not see us favorably, since they have already lost all reason. How will our life as a ghoul evolve? We will find out in early 2025, where for the first time in Fallout history we can become ghouls. The full adoption of radiation remains to be fully explored. But, of course, it won't be final. If we want to return to the happiness of smooth skin, we will also have the possibility open when we complete the Leap of Faith mission, and even return to ghoulification if we miss it. Survival in the wasteland sometimes takes us down strange paths.